Okay, hello to Maja and Claudia from Denmark, and
Hello.
from the show Cry Wolf, which I super love, and I'm very happy to have in this festival this year. So, Maja, maybe we can start with you, and maybe you tell us about the show, like in general, what it's about, and yeah, just kick off.
Yeah, it's a story about a young girl who writes an essay at school about violence in the family. And then a social worker is assigned to the case. And he's very worried when he reads her essay. And he decides to remove a forcible removal of her and her younger brother from the home. And then throughout the series, her parents, they react very shocked at this. And they say there is no violence in the home. And then throughout the series, you don't know whether the parents or the young girl is telling the truth. So I would say, shortly, it's sort of a criminal investigation within a family. That's what you're watching.
And without a murder.
Without a murder.
Without
yes.
a murder. Okay, cool. Super.
Yeah.
So, Claudia, what was your approach to the show? What was the thing that you thought, I want to do this?
I thought it was a brilliant idea that Maja came up with, that you could actually put this crime engine sort of on top of this social drama. I love the characters. I love the thought that this social worker could be a criminal investigator. Yeah, so it has actually been a lot of fun, but also a very difficult task to do this show, because it's very difficult to create characters that cannot speak about what is actually going on. Mm-hmm. In order to have the tense and this who is telling the truth, actually, this engine.
Mm-hmm. This is also something that I think the audience will totally get, that it's about truth and lie and suspicion and ambition and so. What inspired you, Maja, to write such a story?
I usually write stories about families. I find that very interesting, the way we relate to each other in families, the way we relate to our parents and children. And then I found out the work of a social worker really interested me, because they go into these families. And it's usually the way it is in our series, that family members can have very different views of what's going on within the home. Mm-hmm. But these social workers, they have to decide whether to remove children from their parents or not. Mm-hmm. And it's such a great responsibility to have. Mm. And it's rarely black and white in these kind of social cases. So they have to navigate these gray areas, which I found very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is also what I thought, that it's playing also a lot with responsibility and guilt, yes. From the side of the social worker, because he has to decide, and it can be right or wrong, and and we also see that he's. I mean, I haven't seen the whole show, but I think he's some kind of maybe narcissistic person also, who wants to do like good things. And yes. Totally. And he's giving a lot, and there's a lot of power in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this show is going to be screened, or we're going to tease the show with 2 episodes. So it's going to be 8, correct?
Yeah, it's 8. Yes.
And are there any plans? I don't know. I mean, we're not going to spoil anything from the end, but is there going to be like ideas to continue with this family, or with Holly maybe, or Lars?
No, I've seen this as a closed-end series, but I have thought of making other seasons with other characters in different places in the system, because I found this clash between the system and families quite dynamic and interesting. But there's not going to be a second season with these characters.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe to Claudia or Maja. So what is your approach on getting these actors that you actually chose? Where did you find them?
Maybe Claudia can talk.
Yeah, well, we actually found the actors from the theater stage because we wanted some new faces on national broadcasting for once. And we found these actors because they were eminent on the theater stage. And when we casted them, we wanted them to all perform their individual truth, so that there wasn't any characters that were sort of being put to be just like stereotypical characters. We wanted them all to be acting like they were the main characters or the main characters of their own truth. And these actors that we found, especially Christine Albeck-Børge, who plays the mother, and Peter Plauborg, that plays the father, they were really excellent as a couple. Bjarne Henriksen is very known on Danish television, so he was a very good main character as a social worker. The children had actually never really played that much TV. The girl that plays Holly had played in a short film, but that was actually it. And we were so impressed by how they were able to perform and act out on their characters' individual truth.
Absolutely. I also thought that you don't need a lot of dialogue actually to have an idea what's going on. So, and I totally enjoyed it. Yeah. So, is there anything from your side that you would like to add to our audience, or to the world, or to me, or?
Well, we really hope they will enjoy the show, and we would so have loved to be in Lübeck if it had been possible. But we hope that this little gathering will invite them also to get to know the people behind just a little bit. Yeah. But hopefully next year the whole film community can gather again, hopefully, or the year after.
That'd be great. That'd be great. We'd love that. Yeah. Okay, Claudia and Maja, thank you so much for joining in to this little Zoom meeting.
Thank you.
Have a great...
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, have a great rest of the year, and hope to see you soon in person somewhere in this world.
Yes.
Enjoy. Thank you.
We hope so too.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.